Hello, welcome to another episode of Just Like the Simulations, where I play Tabletop Simulator against my good friend Oro. It's been a little while. We had a break for Christmas and things, but we're back, and I am playing Separatists. So this list I'm trying largely because I'm heading to a tournament in a month, which rewards playing with underplayed primaries. So I'm trying out something with Asajj Ventress. This is a list I saw over on Omnis's YouTube channel. I forget the name of the guest that was on talking about his list, but it's over on his channel. It is Count Dooku's box, and then Asajj Ventress with Nossari and Aquadroids. I've played one game with this previously. I played the game yesterday against Zimbad. I actually won against Zimbad, so I have somewhat high hopes going into this game because I never beat Zim, but it could just have been luck, you know? Over to you, Oro.
Hello, my name is Ouroboros. I play bad guys, and these particular bad guys are basically starting with I want to try Elite Squad Troopers out. Building backwards from there, I knew I needed a Reign of the Empire era primary, and your options there are CT or Grand Inquisitor, so I went for Grand Inquisitor. You then need Reign of the Empire era secondary. I went for Third Sister. At that point, it seemed only sensible to have Fifth Brother on the other side, so she had someone to boss around. I think the Elite Squad Troopers are in danger of not quite getting 3 on their first attack and therefore not getting 4 on their second one because they don't have the expose. I brought in Agent Callus to just tweak the odds in my favor if that comes up. And at that point, I needed an 8 point to put in charge of them. The correct choice is probably Iden, but she is busy in my other half of my list. So I've gone for Moff Gideon, who's fun, decent, always annoys your opponent because they have to pay double for reserves. And yeah, that's the list. The Elite Squad Troopers are the stars of the show, and if they can get their murder on properly, Grand Inquisitor can turn that into a flow of force, and the whole thing should hopefully roll on from there.
Okay, let's do it. I am the first player. We both picked Sabotage Showdown. I'm on Sabotage, not because I necessarily think it's the best for this list, but because I want to run it with my Andor list. I'm assuming this one will be the second half of a premiere, so we'll see how that goes. Right, it is the first turn, and so I will draw my top card. No, that's the whole deck. Come on. I will draw my top. It's the Magna Guard. Now that's interesting because in another world we used
If
to.
I could just trust, you need to flip the mission.
Oh, I need
I
to.
realise that
It's only going to tell
it's
us
always the
the.
same set out, but
Yeah, it's a force on Shatterpoint. There you go. I'm so chronically bad at not remembering to flip the mission until somebody Shatterpoints, but yeah, sure. Yeah. So with the Magna Guard, people used to say that you would always reserve them. I actually think just moving and hunkering onto a point is pretty reasonable with these, right? Why are you hanging in midair? O movement tool. Nope, that's, well, we'll just do it this way then. Good. And then we will do some hunkering action.
I believe you push only one of them. Do both of them get the push when you take cover?
I believe so. Unless I'm playing the game wrong for like a long time. That's interesting. One moment and I'll consult the rulebook. I'm just going to pause the recording. In which we've learned that Oro has been playing Take Cover wrong and only moving one of the characters in the unit an inch, but it is definitely both characters. So, with that in mind, I will apply the hunker token to the Magners, and then Oro and I will both claim our starting objectives. Am I red? Am I blue? I'm
You are
confused.
blue.
I'm blue.
We are both bad guys. We both have red lightsabers.
Yes, we do.
But I have more red lightsabers.
Yes, you do. And that is not an exciting first turn, but that is my first turn. Over to you, Oro.
Okie dokie. Let's see what I get at the top of my deck. It is the Elite Squad Troopers. I will take them.
Very good.
They will.
I'm just going to mention it now, in case you don't know.
Yes.
Nosari cannot be targeted by ranged attacks while he's in the order deck or in reserve.
Noted.
Just in case.
Yep. So it's that aqua droid or nothing, essentially.
Yeah. Who is, a centimetre further back or so.
Yeah. It's one where I may or may not successfully pull it off. I am, regardless, going to spend a force to advance and dash. Sorry, to dash and focus.
Yeah.
Not in range of that ladder.
No, you're going to have the objective from the wrong elevation, I think. That's where we're going
I
with
think
this.
so. Yep. Closer, but still not in range of that ladder. And not in range of your chaps. So I guess I will hunker.
Yeah. If you'd, and I'm not going to let you do it because you wanted to check the range, right? But if you'd hunkered and then moved, you could have been up the ladder. But one can't
Yeah.
hunker up ladders.
Well, I can't hunker up ladders, and I wanted to check the range.
Yes, very much so.
This was very much my plan B. Actually, I think I'm very content with my location. I will simply take the token. Claim control of this one up here and score myself 3 and over to you.
Okay. Let's see who we get. No siree. Oh man. Don't want no siree. I'm gonna have to pay the Moff tax and reserve no siree. Sad. No, just one card. Come on. Count Dooku. Yeah, we'll play Count Dooku. Sure. Okay. Hey there, Dooku. What you gonna do? Okay. Well, he starts off with his leader of the Separatist Army, so another allied Sep within 3 gets to do a dash, and then Dooku gets to do a dash. I'm pretty sure that's going to be Django or Django or Django, so I will dash Django Fett. There's not a useful way of getting up onto any of this, is there? No, I may. Oh, what a horrible piece of terrain. Devoid of ladders on my side of the table. Right, Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just gonna have to move. Oh, auto raise shouldn't be on, and yet it clearly is on. Sorry, I'm just fighting TTS briefly. People who are watching the stream can see that auto raise is off, and yet it is clearly auto raising. Amazing.
I've tried turning auto raise off. See if that helps.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna eyeball it. There you go. That is as close as it would be if it was on the tabletop. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
Yeah. Go away. And then Dooku gets to do a dash. It's part of that, which is cool. Send Dooku that way. Sure. Send Dooku that way. Then Dooku's going to do a move action. No. Not you or you, but you. Oh, it's going to be annoying force lightning time. When Dooku moves, I am going to do the trigger on the Magnas, which means one of the Magnas gets to move toward Dooku. I'm just going to get this back Magna Guard here. I don't actually want to go near Dooku. I just want to move a little bit to there. And then I am going to flip Dooku's stance card over to Form 2. And I'm going to have a Force Lightning attack on this near side Elite Squad Trooper. Okay?
That's absolutely fine.
Oh, and I should remember to check. I am within 5 of 2 aquatic units, so I'm getting 2 extra dice.
Cool. I have a hunger token, but I don't believe
sorry.
there's any terrain in between
I'm
us.
cheating. It's the target who isn't within 5. I always do that wrong. So it's not 2 extra dice. Because Riptide is... I just double check again. Add 1 dice for within 5 and LOS the target, yeah. So I don't get any bonus dice. So it's just a 7 dice ranged attack.
Cool. I am hunkered, so I have 6 dice for defense.
We're going to roll our 7 dice. And I'm going to realise that I haven't got my overlays turned on. Apologies to the stream. That was not the... Well, 4 hits and 2 expertise. 2 expertise is a hit and a floating damage.
I have 3 blocks.
So 2 down my tree plus a damage. So we're going to go for the repo, which is what I really want, plus 4 damage. So you can have 4 damage, and Dooku will happily then reposition to this ingress point and steal the objective from you. Ah! Where's he gone?
By false.
Right, yes.
I think you may need to be a... No, you're fine.
Are you sure? I think back
Yes, I think you're within that line. I think you were fine, but having thought you were a little far, I then saw the measurement tool and it looked like you were fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine now. Yeah, so I take this with the count.
Yep.
Whoop, and I will score a big 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dragging it onto my side. Over to you, sir.
So, and flipping, it is third sister. Who I think I'm going to reserve because I can't get a useful turn out of fifth brother with Call the Hunt at this point. So I will flip my next card, which I must play, and that card is fifth brother himself. But that's just fine. Okay. Fifth brother is going to advance. Then he is going I think he can get there without overlapping. No, he can't. Reverse that move. Get there.
If you put his base flush with the building, it looks like he fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just... Oh, I see the problem. It's that damn sticky out bit that's not behaving well with... But
Yeah.
let's call that a legal placement.
Do you think it's legal?
Yeah.
I can unsnap him. Okay. Do you think it's legal?
Yeah,
We proceed. Okay. Spending the force for his jump. I'm then going to make an attack targeting the Magna Guard who is not backstopped.
Yeah. He deserves it.
He knows what he did.
Oh, they lose their hunker.
Okay. After expertise, I have 3 crits, 2 hits, and a damage.
I have blocked twice with my 2 expertise, so I've blocked with 2 hits.
So I do 3 crits and a damage. I will take the shove path on my tree. So I will do you a total of 5 damage, a strain, and 2 shoves.
Very good. I will apply my 5 damage and my strain now.
That's fine. I've not quite used the full shove, but that's black plenty far enough for my taste. I do not need to use my force repulse to clear this point because I win ties.
Yep.
And having won that tie, I will take this point, score 3, put it back 2 onto my side. And
Yep.
it's
My go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Nosserie. The Shatterpoint. I get a force back.
Yep.
The Shatterpoint. Well, let's see. There's a world where I want to Shatterpoint Asajj because she's a melter. But I think the play is Mr. Django Fett. just have to be careful. Because what I don't want to do... Yeah, Sarge might get over there, but it will take a lot of force. We'll go with Django. Yeah, okay. I am going to focus with Django Fett. When he focuses, he gets to do a dash. Baked into the action. And then I'm going to use Capture Wire on Fifth Brother for a force.
Okay. I become pinned.
You do become pinned. You are still contesting that objective, although it is no longer a tie.
Yes.
And then I am going to I'm going to go and observe Fifth Brother's melee defense table. Oh, he is not good when he's right. Okay, I thought he
The
might have
expertise
stopped.
is a bit rubbish, but
Yeah,
he has 6 dice and a stack of wounds, and because you didn't get him off the point, he is protection and steadfast.
Understood. I could jump to make it a shooting attack to deny you a dice. If my base fits in that gap, which I'm not even convinced that it does. So I am gonna melee you with Mr. Django Fett. That's what's gonna happen. 6 dice melee attack. 7 because I'm focused.
Three blocks after expertise.
Okay, well I have 3 hits and 3 expertise, so you've blocked my straight hits, and my expertise gets me a single hit and a damage, so that's just 3 damage for you, Fifth Brother.
I shall take 2 due to my protection.
Indeed. I've got that point. I don't need to spend a force to jump, so I will just take the point. Kind of lackluster for a Shatterpoint turn, but got the point. So I score my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over to you, sir.
Reaver coming out of reserve. I will start with calling the hunt. Fifth Brother gets to dash and make a 5 dice attack. He's going. He's going to not quite use his full dash distance, so that he is exactly on the point. He's then going to make a 5 dice attack at Django.
Stop.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's pinned. He should not have moved.
Yeah.
I was almost exactly 2 away. Right. So yeah, clear the pin,
Yeah.
and then Do you think I was always in range of that Magna Guard, or do you think I wasn't in range of that Magna Guard and I've put myself down in the wrong place?
I think you were always in range of at least one of the Magna Guards.
Yes, but it really matters which, because angles and pushes and objectives.
Yeah, I think you were in range of that one. Sure.
Okay.
So are you attacking the Magna Guard or Django? What was you said Django initially?
I was attacking Django when the angles were different. Now I'm attacking the Magna Guard because it's all about pushing people off points.
Okay.
And oh,
Ugh. One block.
I have a hit, 2 crits, and a damage. So I will take two. The 2 crits will go through. I do you 3 damage, a strain, and a push.
I'm already strained, so you do me 4 damage and kill me.
Oh, excellent. I will still push you, but it's a little moot now. I thought you had 10 health.
9.
Is my information out of date?
Since the May balance update, yeah.
Following up the push, I take a momentum for wounding you.
Yep.
Something Imperial Empire has wounded something of yours, so I regain a force, and an Inquisitor can heal. Fifth Brother will heal 1 of his 2 damage.
Yep.
And that concludes the Call the Hunt mini turn. Now on to the actual turn. Third sister is going to advance. She's going to spend the force that fifth brother just made in order to jump. And then she is going to this is never a good idea. Why am I doing it? I guess I'm doing it. I'm going to attack Count Dooku
Well, let's see. Yeah.
in melee, which I think is the right plan, but God knows why I'm doing it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Before you, this is during the modified dice roll step. I think your thing is also during the modified dice roll step. So I go first.
Yes.
I can re-roll a number of dice equal to the number of objectives you control, which is at this point 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to re-roll my failure and 1 of my expertise and 2 of my hits. I now have some. Shall I now make the total, and you can tell me what you're doing in your modified dice roll
Yes.
step? Okay, I have rolled 2 hits, 2 crits, and 2 expertise, and 1 miss. And I realise it's important for you that I have a miss.
No, it isn't.
Oh, am I confusing you with someone else?
Yes.
Right. My 2 expertise become a 3rd crit and a damage. So I have 2 hits, 3 crits, and a damage.
Okay. Well, I have from my expertise table 2 crits to misses and a block and a block. So I block your 2 hits. I block 2 of your 3 crits. You get to go 1 down your tree.
Okay. The 1 down my tree that I'm going to go is a damage and a shove. This shove must get you off because you were placed within an inch of a ladder, and indeed it
Yep.
does. And so you know you were legal because I was able to do that. I will follow up that push. And are you now There's something you do now, isn't there?
I can spend a force to do a dash and a 5 dice attack. So it's essentially, as long as you're okay now, as long as you've
Blocked the ladder.
yeah, that's what it's going to come down to. Which it's very hard because I can't do what I want to do, which is to put a tool and measure the distance from the edge of the ladder to sort of here.
Unsnapping it. Rotating it. I think you end up dangling in the air.
Yeah, I think you might have, with your clever use of your follow-up, made it so that I cannot get back up there, and unless there's some other canny way up within a dash, which I don't think there is.
There is a ladder here where I'm waggling. I think it's more than a dash away, but I'm bringing it to your attention in
Yeah,
case I'm wrong.
do I really want to spend a... It is a dash in any direction, but I'd essentially be spending a force to do a dash. Which doesn't necessarily thrill me. Yeah. No, I'll leave it. You may take that point.
Right. I will end my turn. I think she's done everything she can do in a turn in any event. She's done all of her
Oh,
actives.
sorry, what did your one actually do to Dooku? Was it just a push?
A push and a damage.
I haven't put the damage on. That's why I was clarifying. There we
No
go.
worries. Sorry. You should have a push and 2 damage because my expertise table also gives me a damage.
Very
A
good.
push and 2 damage is what I should have done to you. I don't know if it's what I said. I'm sure people watching this at home can rewind the tape. But yes.
I've put it on now. It's fine.
Yeah, grand. I've flipped those 2, and I'm scoring 4, and it's your turn.
Okay. Interesting. That was a big turn for you.
Reaver is nice. Reaver is good. If you have a supporting Inquisitor in position to do something useful before the hunt, she can have really big turns. I think I made the right call reserving her earlier.
Ventress. Ventress. Oh no! What? Accidentally yeeted Nosseri halfway over the map.
Yes, this is auto raise avoids that, but has its own problems. Don't want to put auto raise on it.
Yeah.
So this is her first jump.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to do both jumps. That's tragical. And then I'll do a second jump. Auto raise is on this tool, right? No, there we go.
Yes, auto raise is on that tool.
Yeah. Like so. Sure. And then I'm going to attack Third Sister. With no bonus dice, I don't think. Nope, no bonus dice.
Defense dice.
Oh, 6 misses.
I have 5 blocks after expertise.
What a crock of shit. I have a single crit, essentially. I will have a damage and a strain. Sure. That's not helpful, is it? I must remember I spent 2 force on jumps. And then I will force push you off the edge for 2 force. And I'm not loving it, but that's what we'll do.
Okay.
What? Why? Why did the tool have a panic attack?
And you put pressure on it.
Sorry?
I said in a jokey way, you are putting a lot of pressure on it.
I realise that I'm just force pushing you onto my back objective at this point, but at least I already have people there.
I think your options are to force pushing you onto Vantage or onto your back objective, and as you say, you have people.
I'll claim that one and score a meager 3. Over to you, sir.
Let's see what I get from the top of my... No, that's the whole deck. What do I get from the top of my deck? I get Ancient Callous. I'm not convinced Agent Callous can get across the board to where Asajj Ventress is. I suppose he could shoot her from the ground. Because if he knocks her off, I have... Well, I would need to knock her both to the ground and more than 2 from the objective to avoid a tie. Or I could reserve him. If I reserve him, I could get Moff Gideon, who would be just as useless, or Grand Inquisitor, who's pretty well positioned, or the Shatterpoint. Yes, those are the 3 options if I reserve Callus. I think 2 of those 3 options are best than Callus, and you don't have Moff Gideon. So I will spend a force to reserve Callus, take the next card in my deck, and that card is Moff Gideon. You
Gamble and
play,
lose.
you hope. And then you see the end. Okay. Moff Gideon is going to start by doing Smug Determination. He's going to pick Callus for the chap within 4 to get a dash, and then he gets a dash himself. Up and forward towards the enemy, towards the ability to do things. Then Moff Gideon is going to advance. Those Magners are dead, aren't they? So being near them will not stop me making range attack. Does Jango Fett have a hunger token?
He does not.
Okay, I move to here. I continue to be in self-interest, and I make a 7-die shooting attack against Jango Fett.
Very good. 4 blocks.
Okay, I have 4 hits and 3 expertise, so I'm just getting what I get off my expertise table, which is a crit, a hit, and a pin. I do you 3 damage, a pin, and a strain.
Very good.
I did not get a free use of my active ability, which was what I was really hoping for out of that attack. So I'm going to spend a force for it. And I select a supporting unit. The supporting unit. Wait. Would you allow me to not do Long Live the Empire? Or do you want me to treat myself as committed now?
Is that the activated ability you just spent for?
Yes.
Then yeah, you can undo it.
Gracious of you. I continue to control 3 and pull it back to 2 in my favor.
Yep. My go?
Yep.
Cool. What have I got? I've got Aquadroids and Django Fett. Okay, yeah, I'll top deck. Oh, just one card, come on. It's the Aquadroids. They are going to make use of Submerge. When you reveal this unit's order card, if another allied aquatic unit's order card is in reserve, this unit may use this ability. Put the order card in reserve on the top or bottom of your order deck, then put this unit's order card in reserve. And none of this costs a force, so Moff Gideon can cry about it. So now I'm going to have to gingerly take my deck, put it over there, put Nosseri on the bottom, flip him over, put that card there, put this card, just this top card please, on there, then flip this top card here onto there and get Django. Good. And now I have Django Fett. So we will are strained. So let me just see here. Right. You can pull someone towards you and they end up behind you, right?
Yes.
There's no rule against that. Right.
Nope.
Cool.
You can pull them vaguely towards you and past you. And I can sort of very much imagine it cinematically, like Vader just makes a beckoning motion and someone comes flying towards and past him, and then smashes into a wall. Seems very
Cool.
Star Wars to me.
Okay. In that case, my first action is going to be to heal. I'm going to heal away the strain. Then I'm going to spend my last force for capture wire and pop Fifth Brother down there. If you could just pop a pin onto Mr. Fifth Brother.
I believe I can't pass through your base. So it needs to be at an angle. You can't just send me over your head. I think I need to go past you at like an angle.
Oh, very well. Hang on. I attempted to rewind time and it didn't rewind it. Interesting.
We know that I was there, right?
Yeah.
So just put me there. And my understanding is you can push me there, or if that wasn't there, you could do it the other way.
Cool. So that's valid, is it?
That is valid by my understanding of the rules. Bear in mind, I was wrong about the hunker, so I might be wrong about this.
Yeah. One of the reasons that I didn't use Django when he was reckoned to be one of the best things in the game was because I find his pull toward very weird to use a lot of the time. But I think that's largely in my head, right? So that is now my objective. I have healed. I can still attack. So I will, I guess, do a melee into Fifth Brother just for the fun of it.
Cool.
Yep. 6 dice melee attack. My overlays have all turned themselves off for some reason, which is truly amazing. There we go. I have 4 hits and an expertise. 4 hits and a damage from expertise.
And this is against Fifth Brother, right?
Yeah, melee.
Okay. 5 blocks.
Okay. You take the damage from expertise because that doesn't get reduced anyway. And you're off the objective, right? So
I'm off the objective.
cool. I will claim this objective and score 4.
Okay. I'm not going to activate Agent Palace. I'm instead going to flip the top card. It is the Grand Inquisitor. I became pinned when you thing-corded me, didn't I?
Yes, yeah, you're pinned from my Dice's displacement
Yeah.
on Django Fett.
Which is important because Grand Inquisitor gets to dash himself and another Inquisitor, and if I wasn't pinned, I could just dash back onto that objective and tiebreak it.
Yes, sir.
Right. So. I'm going to, you know who we are, to dash Third Sister, who ends up next to Dooku, and there's nothing stopping you climbing ladders when engaged, is there?
No, I don't think so.
So up I come to roughly where Dooku was, and also roughly where I was, and yep. And Grand Inquisitor is himself going to dash also towards a ladder, also with the agenda of coming up it. Grand Inquisitor is then going to advance and is going to check range and is just out of melee range with Asajj Ventress and is therefore going to stay in Gemso and throw a lightsaber at her. If Asajj Ventress was hunkered, her hunker has fallen off because Reaver has engaged.
She was at no point hunkered. Oh, 4 misses and 1 block. So just one block.
Okay, that takes care of my hit. I get 1 crit and 2 expertise. The 2 expertise is a further crit, a hit, and a dash. So I'm going 3 down my tree and dashing. I will take the dash to here, outnumbering you on the objective.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm going to rewind and put myself back. Except I've just messed up. Well, I suppose dashing back in the exact same orientation should in theory reverse it. Because I got some pushes on my tree, and those need to be resolved from my original position, and then I get my damage.
Yep.
So going 3 down, I do you 4 damage, disarm you, and push you twice. You're going to get backstopped by Reaver pretty quickly, and then I will take that dash. Pull back slightly so we're not overlapping. Okay. That is all from GI. I take this objective, putting me on 3, and put it in my direction 1.
Yep.
You.
My go. Okay. I'm gonna activate Nossery,
Hmm?
who is this card here. He's going to use his tactic scatter. At the start of this unit's activation, choose this unit or another allied separatist or scoundrel. One character in the unit may dash. If it has 1 or more damage, it may instead reposition. And I'm going to repo Asajj in the direction of your back point.
Nicely done.
And then I'm going to work out if Nossery is actually going to do anything of note with his actions, right? Because that was really all I needed him for. Hmm. I mean, I guess what they would. They should be just out. I'm aware that Nossery got kind of knocked all over the place earlier.
Given that they measured, well,
Yeah,
they measured to Nos, and then oh yeah, and I didn't move them when they.
yeah,
They should be just out of Nos.
yeah. So yes, I'm gonna move and shoot them because they got 5. He's gonna do 5.
They have 4.
Oh, they have 4.
Yes, they have 8 health base, and you've done 4 damage to them already.
I could do 4. That's within the realms of possibility. All right. And yeah, okay. We're gonna make a move action. Are we melee or are we shooting? We are meleeing with our mighty trident.
My hunk falls off.
It does. So that is 6 trident dice.
4 defense dice.
Oh, they don't like it up them.
They do not like it up them. I have 2 blocks.
I have 2 hits, a crit, and an expertise. My expertise is a hit and a block to a miss. So you have 1 block now. So therefore, I get 3 down my tree.
You get 3 down your tree.
How much health did you say you had?
They have 4 health left.
Cool. I have 2 eligible paths that can do 4. I don't want a repo, do I? Or do I? That's not going to be an inch of that ladder, is it? Nope. I could go to this ladder. Would I rather have a repo, or would I rather place a pin on your wounded model, is basically what I'm currently weighing up.
Shall I apply 4 damage to them in any event and the wounded marker?
Yes,
Then you think about
the
that while I
4
do.
damage is happening, a disarm is happening, I'm getting a heal, which I'm going to use to take 1 damage off Count Dooku. Oh no, the heal goes at the end, so there, that's clinched it, hasn't it? Yes. I will pin you, and I will do 1 heal to Count Dooku.
Okay.
Because I realise that the heal happens at the end of the thing. Yeah. And that is Nosserie. I will add a momentum for doing a wound. And I will score 4.
Cool.
Oh, no.
3 onto your side.
There you go.
Okay. I can have Callus or the Shatterpoint. Callus can absolutely go take that point back. The Shatterpoint. What's up? I am going to flip the Shatterpoint, regain a force,
Yep.
activate the Elite Squad Troopers.
Yep.
The condition I'm going to choose to clear upon activation is disarm.
Okay.
I'm going to heal my pen.
Yep.
Nope, that's stupid. I'm going to take a move action, clearing my pin with one of the moves,
Yep.
and the other move. Yep, I am engaged. So the other move going to be a dash to here.
Okay.
Engage for the Asajj there. I'm then going to spend 2 force to dash to focus.
Yep.
The one over here is simply going to move back until he is no longer engaged with either Dooku or Nosserie.
Okay.
I think it is Dooku who's closer to him. So he needs to be about there, which is easily within move of a dash.
Yep.
And he also needs to be more than 2 for Asajj. This one has something slightly more complicated to do in that I want to be within 2 of the objective, but not within 2 of Asajj.
Yeah. That point certainly exists.
So, have I successfully done it? Yes, I have.
Yep.
Splendid. Okay. They are now focused. They are going to attack with 9 dice, and they're not going to be disarmed while they do it, which is the thing I very much didn't want. Regrettably, I do not have force left for Callus to fix their dice if this goes wrong. But this one over here near Asajj, he's going to shoot Asajj and see if he can take her point from her by killing her.
Are all 3 misses, then you are in with a good chance.
Okay. I have 3 hits. I have 3 hits, 2 crits, and an expertise. The expertise turns one of my hits to a crit, so I have 2 hits and 3 crits.
I have
What do you have?
2 blocks and a redundant crit down to a normal.
Righto, so I'm doing 3 down my tree.
Yep.
I do you 2 damage, a pin, a shove, and an expose. So take the shove. Try to get you as far as I can from the point. Obviously, you can't go through walls, though. You are still on the point, however.
Yep.
Have I accidentally pushed you into my face? Not quite. Excellent. Yeah. No points. Crying over spilt milk. Second attack into Asajj. 9 dice, and this time you're exposed.
A much better roll from me. I have 5 blocks and a crit down.
At the end of my expertise, I have 4 hits, 4 crits. So I go. Did you say you have 5 blocks and a crit down?
5 blocks and a crit to a normal, yeah.
Yep. So, yep. You will turn one of my crits to normal, and I'll go 3 down my tree again.
Yep.
You get rid of all of my hits plus one of the crits that you turned into a hit. 2 more damage, another pin, another shove, another expose.
This kills me.
Just about.
There will be revenge once you've finished your current action.
Cool. Okay. Something Galactic Empire has killed something, and it's a Force user.
Yep.
So regain 1 force for killing anything. Regain 1 force for it being a Force user. An Inquisitor gets to heal, Reader heals her strain. An Inquisitor gets to heal, Fifth Brother heals his pen. Your revenge.
My revenge. I get 2 force, and then I get a dash or a 5 dice with a support. Hmm. So these are currently, well, yeah, you can do an attack through that terrain because you're on a higher elevation. So I could do a 5 dice into Third Sister. I could do a 5 dice into Fifth Brother, but then I seriously risk pushing him onto the point and giving it to him.
You do not need to use your pushes.
True, but he's taken 2 damage.
And he's not currently on a point, so no steadfast, no protect.
Yeah, it would clear the strain on the Magners whilst they're wounded, but then they'll clear it when they wake up anyway. But but he has taken 1 more point of damage. It's not odds, really. I will go for the 5 dice attack in. Let me just check her defense. Does she do anything stupid? I'll go for a 5 dice shoot from the Aqua Droid into Reaver, is what I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me just check.
Disclosure, in case it changes your mind, I have deflect.
Sorry?
In case it changes your mind, I have the ability deflect. It's
Oh.
common on Jedi. After a range attack
Yeah,
target the character
yeah,
is resolved.
that's fine. I'll do it anyway. What an amazing roll. We'll go for 1 expertise on a shot is just. So I'm on 3 hits.
4 blocks.
Well,
And you take 2 damage because you've rolled at least 1 miss.
amazing. Yep. You can carry on with your turn, such as it is.
I have taken both my actions and used my only active ability. My turn ends. I assume control of this objective. I have control of 3 objectives. I have brought this to the middle. I should have gained a momentum when I wounded you. I gain a further momentum now. You gain 1 momentum for it being on the middle.
Yeah.
This struggle one is going long.
Yeah. That can
At
happen.
9:30, we're going to declare mission critical, which
Yeah.
would speed this. And then we will be mission criticaling through the second and possibly third struggle.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only 9 now, though, so.
Yep.
Okay. Over to me. I have the Aqua Droids to play. They are having a bit of a struggle because they cannot physically access that point, right? The one that is up there. So
There are perils of having a very large base.
there are, yeah. They're going to have a think about their lives. Well, I'm going to spend 1 for calculated advance. So they each get to do a dash and do a focus. Largely because I have the force, I'm about to go through my deck. To see where I can actually end up. Put that one there. This one's going to dash to this ladder. Yep. And then we will do a move action, I suppose. Not like that. Just move the red tool out of the way. Yeah. That's cool. Now both in melee with that elite squad trooper. And then we will smack the elite squad trooper in the face. off with a preposterous number of dice because they're focused, they have impact, and they're within 5 of Nosserie. So it'd be a 9 dice attack.
Okie dokie. 4 dice for defense because, as previously detailed, they don't like it up.
Let me have a little look here. We will start with the back one, right? The more rear aquadroid.
Sure.
What a roll.
What a lot of expertise.
6 expertise. My expertise tops out 4, so I have 2 hits, 2 crits.
I have 3 blocks, so you go 2 down your tree.
So 3 damage and a shove. Yes, that's not useful, is it, though? Auto raise off. Change the angle here. And then the second one, which is no longer doing a melee, which is fine because it's weirdly the same number of dice. They have 7 and 6, but they lose the impact, but they haven't. Yeah, so it's the same number of dice. Go. Oh, except I need to check. Have I pushed you? No, you're still within 5 of Nossa, so yeah, it's the same number of dice. Go. But now we're shooting, so you're rolling a shooting defense.
All right. Sorry. Let me add another dice and roll it. That's 5 blocks.
5 blocks. Okay.
5 blocks.
I have 4 hits, a crit, and 2 expertise. My 2 expertise is merely a... So I'm merely getting 1 crit, so it's merely 2 damage. That was not as useful as I'd hoped. But there you go. I did what I did. And I will score my 3. And then I will commence reorganizing my life, as I have now gone through my deck.
I have no choice but to play my reserved Callus.
Do I want to do my trigger on Jango Fett? Where is Callus?
Callus is here.
I am pinned, so I could, when you activate Callus from reserve, I could pay a force to dash and make a 5 dice, but my gun is only range 4. So I will not be paying a force simply to clear my pin. Carry on.
Very well. My tactical ability, all leads must be here. I get to dash towards an enemy character of my choice. I choose that Magna Guard. I can't quite use the whole dash, but I can use nearly all of it.
Yep.
To get to there.
Yep.
I am then going to use a force for prepared for any encounter.
Yep.
I'm then going to advance. I think a dash would have done, actually, but straight onto the objective, no messing around.
Yep.
And then I am going to make a 9 dice attack into Jango Fett.
2 blocks.
Right. I have a force for rerolls, and I don't need it or want it.
Because you rolled very well, yes.
Yes. I have 8 hits and a crit and a push. So I go down to 6 hits, a crit, and a push. So I'm pushing you in any event. I think. Right. I think 1 push is sufficient to get you off the objective. So I'm going to go down. Oh, every possible tree has at least 1 push in it. So you will be being pushed twice, taking 7 damage, and being exposed.
Right. You've killed Jango Fett.
Okay. I will finish resolving these shoves, and then I will resolve my Grand Inquisitor effect, and then you will resolve your. So I didn't, well, I don't want or need this force, but I'm getting it. I get a force, and I get to heal an Inquisitor. I will heal Fifth Brother for 1 damage. You're not a force user, so that's all that happens there.
Yep.
You get 2 force back, but you're already maxed on force, and then you get to dash or make a 5 dice.
Yes. You are. Are you in melee with that Magna Guard?
I am in melee with that dead Magna.
That's fine because he can make a 5 dice from death. Yeah. I'm gonna make a 5 dice melee attack on Callus and hope that I get my shoves on 1 and 2. It's a Hail Mary. Yes, not with a roll like that, I fear.
Give me a moment. There's no. I realize you have described your roll as bad, but there is no reason not to use a force because I'm about to refresh my deck.
Yep.
So I am going to gild the lily, and I'm going to re-roll. Yeah, my expertise table is a 2 to 3, so I'll get rid of my 3rd expertise, which is doing nothing, and the miss. And they turn into a block and a miss, which is fine. So I have 4 blocks total.
Cool. I get 1 crit. I do you a damage and a shove, but you are placed dead on the objective, so my single shove does not prevent you from taking the point. I will nevertheless choose to shove you, and you can take your 1 damage.
Noted. Okay, I get a momentum from killing Jango Fett.
Yes, I'm just attempting to follow up on my shove. But the tool is annoyingly partially obscured by the building. But I've now turned on the place one. Ah! Yeah. There you go.
Okay. You're still dead, so I'm
Yes.
still taking this
Yes.
point. I end my turn.
Yes.
I take this point. I have 4 points. I pull it 1 over to my side.
Yep.
It is your turn.
Cool. Who will I top deck? Come on. Nossary. Truly. Truly, he is not the person I called for. It is time to once again pay them off tax. Asajj Ventress. That is a much more credible suggestion in a lot of ways. Cool. She's only going to take 1 point. I think, yeah. Oh, I could try and be flashy. Oh. Do I want to gamble and try and do the big thing? Probably not. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, there is a world where we jump, push, jump, and take that. But then you still have that elite squad on that back one. Is there a world where she gets all the way over there? Potentially. Yeah, we're going to play Asajj. We're going to try and do stupid shit.
Which of her 3 conditions would you like to clear?
I think we're gonna have to clear the pin and try and roll dice to get through the disarm, which is a really silly idea. But let's see. Right, I'm gonna spend 2 force. I'm gonna force jump up here.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do with my life. I am going to attack the Grand Inquisitor. Am I? So many thoughts. Grand Inquisitor. Might work well. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to attack the Grand Inquisitor.
I'm going to spend a force, for the temple records are quite complete.
Which does...
I get to flip my stance if I like, which I do, and add 2 dice to my defense. So I'm rolling 8 dice to defend.
Cool. I'm rolling 10 because I'm in range of both the aquatic fellas. Yeah.
I end up with 3 blocks and a crit to a hit.
Okay.
The crit to a hit is redundant.
I get to go 3 down my tree. Isn't all I'd hoped for in the world. I shall have to do 6 damage to you.
Okay. Be sure to take your momentum.
From what?
Oh, you've not wounded me. Sorry, ignore me. Ignore me.
I was going to say.
Sorry.
I wonder if I move my move action, I can Wile E. Coyote off there. Because she has... Oh, what does she have? Whenever she moves, she can reposition. Swift retreat. And I'm just wondering if I'll land on... The shadow tells me I might land on the terrain piece.
I can't see a gap in the shadow on the ground. If you look at the ground, the
Yeah.
shadow goes all the way up. So I think you would land on the edge of the terrain, yes.
Oh. Excellent.
Perfect. You can see a tiny little sliver of brain.
And then I'm going to have to reluctantly spend another 2 force, right?
For a jump?
Yeah. To take this point here. I hope. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Which wasn't my main plan, but it was my backup plan if I didn't get Hogwild dice against GI.
Am I correct in thinking that in this activation you have spent 6 of your 7 force?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
2 to reserve Nossery and 4 on Asajj Ventress jumping twice, yes. That happened.
Right. Okay. All right.
Let's...
You score 3.
I do score 3. Over to you.
Let's see what I get from the top of my newly refreshed deck. It's Fifth Brother. Magagard's dead. Django's dead.
He can trivially wander onto that point, but it is not the most exciting activation.
It isn't. But I think it's the value move. It's an absolutely surefire acquisition of a point. If I try and be clever and reserve him, hoping to get someone who can take 2 points, I'll be spending force, I'll be risking things. Yep, I take a climb action, because why force jump if you don't need to? Nope. Nope. Well, I'm not going to take a climb action. I am going to take cover to here, gain a hunger token, and then take a climb action.
Nice.
Yep, free turn, no force, gain a hunger token, take a point, score 4.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Refresh all my tools, flip that, and put it 2 on my side. Your go, sir.
My go. Gosh. Yeah. We're gonna top deck. Django. Oh. Okay. Django Fett. A Django Fett turn with not enough force to do anything. Hmm. Cool. All right. Well, we will wake Django anyway. Like that. I guess I'm going to clear the pin. And then I am going to shoot Fifth Brother and hope to get to the free use of an activated ability that is 3 down my tree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am higher than you, and I have a hunk token, so I'm getting 2 bonus dice.
Yeah. What? Why have you gone over there? Come back. I don't think you're within 5 of Mr. Nossery, but I will just check my life here. Nope. Yeah, so just a 6 dice attack. That was a terrible roll.
I have 5 blocks.
I mean, it's immaterial. I have 2 crits.
Right.
With my 2 expertise. But what I don't have is the 3rd crit that I would have required to achieve things. So I will acquire 3 damage and a strain on Fifth Brother. And then I've got another action. I'm gonna go and move on to this point, which doesn't claim it, but makes it easier for me to claim it in the future.
Makes sense.
And I'm gonna score a very reluctant 2. I think it's gonna be your struggle.
Everybody gains momentum.
Yep.
I draw from the top of my deck. Flip. It is the Shatterpoint. I gain a force. Okay. Okay, I activate Moff Gideon.
Yep.
With smug determination, he could give a dash to Callus or a dash to that EST. Callus is on point. That EST. Yeah, this point's only controlled by me. I don't need a second body on it. This EST is going to dash to the ladder and come up here.
Yeah.
Nosri can't be targeted while in the deck or in reserve, right?
Indeed. So you can't shoot Nosser.
Okay. I will, for my own move, dash to here. I'm then going to focus and shoot Asajj Ventress, who is exposed.
Yep.
for of 8 dice. Is this the side I want to be in? Yes, I think it is. Has Asajj rolled?
2 blocks, yep.
Cool. I have a hit, a crit, and 3 expertise. 3 expertise converts to another hit, another crit, and a pin. So it's 2 crits and a pin.
Yep.
And I'll go 2 down my tree, and I will opt to do 3 damage and strain. So it's 3 damage, pin, strain.
Sorted.
And that is Moff Gideon. I have control of 4 points from the current struggle, which
Yep.
will claim the current struggle for me.
Yep.
Do you want to flip and select the second struggle?
Yeah. That is not the card I was hoping it would be. We will go for the top one. Yeah.
Let me just check what we get on a Shatterpoint. I realise my Shatterpoint is going to be it's a dash.
Why have the things not lit up? We can light them up.
Have they acquired the correct thingies? Even one of them has.
Yeah.
Other ones haven't. Let's light them up.
There we go. We might have to do some of this old school.
Yep.
But that's okay. Right, I will roll priority and see what happens in the world. Ah, the game knows
It
which are the
knows.
right ones.
It knows which they are. It just hasn't marked them for us.
That's okay. That we can survive that. Right,
We
so
can survive that.
it's the one that I'm going to capture with Nossa as long as I don't activate him. So therefore, I'm going to top deck into Dooku. Most interesting. Okay. Most interesting.
It is 9:30. We are in mission critical. You will gain a momentum at the end of this turn.
All right. Okay, so Dooku gets to dash somebody within 3 of him, who's a separatist. I'm gonna dash this aquadroid. I think. Yeah, the aquadroids aren't after being pinned or anything. And I'm going to place the aquadroid at the foot of this ladder. It can't ascend. Well, it could ascend to the middle level because it will fit there. So I guess it will ascend to the middle level. The middle level. And that means I then get to dash Dooku. I don't want auto raise on at this moment in time. Thank you very much. And then Dooku is going to do his move. And then Dooku is going to smack this elite squad trooper with his curved lightsaber. Can Dooku harvest any extra dice? Yes, one from the Aqua Droid. And one from Nossery. Amazing. A 9-dice swing with Count Dooku.
4 dice for defense. Three blocks.
Right. So I've got 2 crits and 4 hits and 1 expertise. Dooku gets 2 crits on 1 expertise, so I get to go 5 down my tree. How much damage do I need to do to these elite squad troopers?
3.
Yeah, well, they're dead.
Anything else?
Yeah, they can be dead, shoved, exposed, and strained.
I resolve the shove. I've deaded them and exposed and strained them. I'm not fussy over how dead they are because I don't think we have anything that cares about it.
So I get momentum for killing them, and I believe I score the board.
You do.
Thanks, Dooku.
And a further momentum for it being mission critical. Struggle 2 will be short.
You'll go.
Okay. What do we flip? We flip Elite Squad Troopers.
Well.
Okay. Absolutely no point clearing their exposed because they are about to vanish. They wake up.
Roll the priority thing if you care.
Yeah. I
stays
don't
where
think
it
I
is.
care enormously in this instance, given how the first one went. I suppose I will take the middle just by virtue of having the high ground.
You will, yeah.
What do I want dead? You've gone with Aquas, Dooku, and Fett. Is that right?
No.
Aquas, Dooku, and Asajj. Sorry, Aquas,
No.
Fett,
Asajj,
Dooku, and
Dooku,
Asajj.
and
You've
Fett.
not gone with Aquas.
No.
Right. Elite Squad Troopers are going to pay 3/4 to focus and damage.
Okay.
I don't like it, but I'm doing. Except my force is resisting me doing it, saying no. That's too much force to spend then. There we go. The one up here is just going to move to be absolutely 100% on that. This one is going to dash to here.
Yep.
The one who is at the top of the world is going to shoot directly down onto the nearby aquadroids.
Okay.
9 dice.
Oh, I
After
rolled attack dice
expertise,
for some reason. There we go.
after expertise turns one of my hits to a crit, I have 6 hits and 2 crits.
I have 3 blocks and a redundant crit to hit.
Righto. So I'm full treeing because my tree is only 4. 6 damage, a pin, a push, and an expose.
6 damage goes down to 5 because I have protection.
Are you steadfast?
No. I'm pinned, I am exposed, and I'm on 1 health.
Right. Well, the one in melee with the other Aquadroid is going to attack in melee with 2 fewer dice. But he does only need to do 1 damage, and you are now exposed.
A single block.
What does my melee expertise do? I 6 hits, so 5 hits, so I go down my tree. I get to shove you, re-expose you, and you're very nice one. Okay. I then have a remaining action. If I suppose better to have the priority objective than a non-priority objective. Both halves of the unit advance towards the priority objective. I end my turn. I take the priority objective.
Yeah.
I score 2. I get a momentum for wounding the aquadroids, a momentum for mission critical, a momentum for failing to bring it back into my half.
Yeah.
I also. Why is my force not behaving?
It's behaving in the overlay, if that helps.
Oh, that. Okay. I should have 4 force.
Okay. You're now showing up 4 force.
And I healed an Inquisitor when I wounded the aquadroids, which will be the strain of 5th brother.
Yeah.
You don't get revenge for wounding the aquadroids because Dooku
Dooku doesn't work
doesn't
on
care.
supports. Yeah. It's like, what? A droid? Yeah, fine.
A droid has been destroyed. That is what droids do.
Yeah. But now the elite squad are boxed.
The elite squad are now popped back into the box. I don't know why. Right. What I need to do is I need to press place all range tools.
There you are, Ben. There's your elite squad troopers that you were trying to dramatically fling.
I'm trying to dramatically fling them. I was trying to remove them from the board. Yep, I have lost my elite squad troopers,
Yeah.
and it's your turn.
Right. Okay. I'll roll priority. It's the broken one. I'm gonna score the board without doing anything because of your elite squad troopers being boxed. So I'm not gonna activate Nossa because he's gonna take that point back without doing anything. So therefore, I'm
Yep.
gonna top deck. It's the Magna Guard. So, okay. They're going to wake up, I guess, and, I don't know, randomly bully Agent Callus? I don't know. Fifth Brother's more killable looking. It's going to depend. Anyway, I'll wake them up because I'm definitely playing them. I don't think I can... I think you've positioned fifth such that no one can get up there to punch him, right?
Yes, I don't believe there is room
Right.
for a second base on the level that fifth is.
Certainly, if that was your intention, and given we're playing on TTS, I'm not going to spend 5 minutes thinking about it. So I think we're just going to go and... Is that very stupid? I could run them away and go and stand them by Nosserie. I could go and run them onto that point there. Let's have a look. He will have to move. Yeah, okay. We're just going to go and bully Agent Callus for shits and giggles, I think. Yeah. We'll start with the first Magna Guard, who we will say is this one here. And he is going to smack Agent Callus in his immaculate hair.
Rolling 5 dice for defense. Well, that's not very good, is it?
I rolled 3 misses as well, so you know.
Yes, what else did you roll?
A crit and 2 expertise, so I have 2 crits and 0 hits.
Oh, you don't have 3 crits. Okay, cool.
No. They
I
nerfed,
have a block.
They nerfed Magna Guard. You seem to be unaware of the...
I definitely have played more games against unnerfed Magna Guard than nerfed Magna Guard, and do not remember what nerfed Magna Guard are like.
Yeah. So you're going to take 3 damage and 2 shoves.
Cool. Pop up on the damage, you resolve the shoves.
Will certainly resolve 1 shove. And then I will become slightly concerned about shoving you too far and not being able to smack you with this other Magna Guard. So I will choose not to resolve the second shove.
Righto.
I guess I can follow. No, I won't bother following up. And then I'll smack you with the other Magna Guard.
Cool.
Five hits and a crit.
3 blocks.
Okay, 3 down my tree. That is going to be... How much health have you got?
I have 5 left.
Excellent. I do 5 damage. 2 shoves and my choice of a repo or a disarm. I'm going to do 5 damage, 2 shoves, and a repo.
Okay.
I'm going to shove you to the board edge. And I'm going to look at where I want to repo to. I'm going to repo in this general direction, I think. Yeah. I'm going to score a momentum for wounding Callus, a momentum for mission critical, and the board. And I'm going to take the struggle.
Cool.
And then the mighty struggle 3 is the 3 in the middle.
Yep, it has again failed to turn any of the lights on.
Right.
Take 1. Take 1. 2. There we go.
Cool. And it is your turn.
Yep. I'm going to give you that and roll the priority dice. Falls on the one that I'm going to claim without any additional actions. And I even have 2 people there, so if I get one of them, I can move them off and do something else without losing it. That's a nice start. Okay, let's see what I get from the top of my deck, first of all. The top of my deck would give me Reaver. Your Magna Guard and your Boba Fett are alive, aren't they?
Certainly are.
Your Boba Fett is exposed, though?
My Jango Fett is exposed, yeah.
Sorry, your Jango Fett.
And that Magna Guard is not actually contesting the point. The far away one.
Ooh. I will activate Reaver.
Very good.
She will start by calling the hunt, causing 5th brother dash towards that Magna Guard.
Yep.
And check range, and I think I've just left myself just barely out.
Yep. Sad.
Great shame. Can't count that as too bad a blunder. It was close enough that it was worth a try.
Yep.
Right. Do I? I definitely want to be over there to take that middle point. There's an aqua droid on the way who I can smack, but they are already wounded. What I'm going to do,
Yeah.
I'm going to reposition, and I can measure simultaneously 2 inches from Nosserie.
Yeah.
I wish to be at the furthest extent of 2 inches from Nosserie, which is clearly possible with that reposition.
Yeah.
Not reposition, advance.
Yeah.
So I'm turning on the place 2 function of Nosserie, and I want to be there.
Yeah.
Nosserie can be meleeed when he's in reserve, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. Reaver is going to make a 7 dice attack. 5th is not in range, and the rerolls doesn't work because no one controls any objectives at this precise moment.
Two blocks.
I have 1 hit, 3 crits, and 2 floating damage.
Okay.
So I'm going 3 down my tree and then adding 2 damage. You have 7 life, don't you?
Yep.
Disgusting. I am going to do you 6 damage,
Oh.
shove you, pin you, and expose you.
Very well.
I will shove you this way. I won't follow up. I will then spend a force to jump onto this point. That's not illegal positioning, but this clearly would be.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to take this point. I'm going to take the center. Don't know why Reaver's doing that.
And I'm going to take this point here.
And you're going to take that point. I didn't get a momentum for wounding, but I do get a momentum for mission critical. But I still.
My go. Roll
Your
priority.
go.
It is Grand Inquisitor's point. That's very interesting. To me. Just weighing up whether I want Nossa Re, right? I don't think that I do. Nope, I'm going to top deck. Shatterpoint. What happens when I Shatterpoint? A dash. A dash, a dash, a dash. Interesting. Okay. Oh, or we could. Yeah, that's not helpful. Okay. Oh, but Nossary is pinned. Everybody's pinned, Dave. We're gonna go with Dooku, I think.
Okay.
Am I right in thinking that when you have the Shatterpoint ability, which is the dash, and you also have a tactic, you can choose which order to resolve those things in because they're at the same step?
Yes, you have two tactics, one of which is temporary, and you can resolve those two tactics in whichever order you like.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna do Dooku's tactic first. So I'm gonna dash Asajj, which clears her pin. And Dooku's gonna get to do his dash as part of his tactic. Come on, little ruler. And then Dooku's going to get his dash as part of the Shatterpoint action, which is going to take him up this ladder.
Cool.
And then he's going to focus and smack Grand Inquisitor.
Okay.
And he's getting both aquatic dice. So you're getting a 10 dice count Dooku attack.
Right. And that is a really nice tree. Sorry, I'm just looking at your tree before deciding whether it's worth spending a force to get two defensive dice. That is a lovely tree because you have the shoves if you want them, but you have the damage if you don't want the shoves.
Oh, Dooku is
A reposition on one.
Dooku is really good in a lot of ways. it makes me really happy to be using him again.
I am not going to use Temple Record quite complete. I think I'm dead anyway. Why have waited the force?
I come out with 3 crits, 3 hits.
I come out with 2 blocks.
I get to go 5 down my tree. Cool. I don't think because of angles that I can shove
Sorry,
him off.
can I just check something?
Yep.
Did you say you have 3 hits, 3 crits?
Yes.
I have 2 blocks. I think you go 4 down your tree?
Yeah, sure. 4, yeah. I don't want to repo. How much damage I need to do? 3.
Yeah.
So, I don't think... I don't know. 2 shoves. Or an expose. I'll go for 2 shoves. So I'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 damage and 2 shoves.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I didn't need to do that much damage, I know.
But it does confirm my thinking that it would not have been useful to pull 2 extra dice out.
So the first shove is going to take you to the edge of the platform. And then the second shove, I assume shoves you off, right? You don't get weirdly backstopped by the thing in midair.
If there's a place for me to drop to where I fit, yes, I go off.
Yeah. So you're dead and down there.
Make sure to claim your momentum, either now or at the end, but not both.
Yeah, I'm just working out whether I want to follow up on one or both of my shoves. Why would you do that, tool? What? Please don't do that. Please behave. I'm just going to be here. I had 2 follow-ups. It's fine.
Yep.
I get momentum for killing you. I get momentum for mission critical. I take this objective. And I score 3.
Putting it in the middle and giving us both a momentum.
Yeah.
Right. I draw. I'm going to see what's on the top of my deck. Flip. It's Agent Callus. What's the priority? The priority is the center objective, which I have anyway.
Yep.
So the question would be, can Agent Callus go and take a point with 2 people on it? The Magna Guard and Django effect are both completely fresh.
Django is exposed.
Django is exposed, but that doesn't mean Callus grows the ability to do 9 damage out of nowhere.
No.
Yeah, Callus is not the play. Callus cannot score me that point. I'm sure my force is appearing correct to you in the outliner, but it's not the thing for me. Callus into reserve, flip the next card, and it is Moff Gideon.
Far more likely.
Moff Gideon, yes, much more likely to get the point. He just needs to shove a Magna Guard and then sit there and win the tie.
Yes.
Moff Gideon also, at the start of his turn, let's check who's within 4 of him, because he can give out some dashes, but I think the one person who doesn't want to move is the only person within 4 of him. So never mind. These things happen. Moff Gideon starts Okay, all of these things are alive. So if you dash into them, then you are
Stuck.
well. You're dashing for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
That Magna Guard's not on the point, is it? We've established
Yep.
this
Nope,
previously.
he's not.
So I need to be shoving that Magna Guard. Yeah, if I do 2 dashes, if I do a reposition. Thank you, Tabletop Simulator. You're a wonderful human being. That is how I resolve my tactic dash. I
Yep.
then take a move action. I can only dash because I am in combat. And with that move action dash, I do that. I could get my tactic and use an advance. It would have come to much of a muchness.
Yep.
I'm attacking you. I'm going to look at the other side of my card and decide if I want to flip. Yes, I will flip. I'm going to flip to burn them out. I'm attacking you in melee when you have an objective, so you have something I want.
Who are you attacking?
I'm
Sorry.
I am attacking the Magna Guard, who I'm at a good angle to shove away. This one.
Cool.
8 dice with a dark saber.
Oh. 4 blocks.
Okay, I have 2 hits and 3 expertise. 3 expertise is a crit and 2 damage. I'm going to spend a force to reroll 1 dice using Callus.
Okay. Just one.
They only share 1 tag.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh.
Yep, that'll happen. Okay, I have a crit and 2 floating damage. My 1 crit does a damage and a shove, so 3 damage and 1 shove, and we find out if 1 shove is enough to get that Magnum droid 2 away from the objective or not.
Yep.
Just about. That was a nail biter. Used more force than I wanted to,
Yep.
but I did get that point. I've not done a wound, but it is mission critical. I'm scoring 3.
Right.
Over to you.
Roll priority. Circle. That one. I need to know what my last card is. So I'm just going to look through my deck.
That's perfectly fine. You can right click on the pile and open a search window. It will outline it in yellow so everyone knows you're searching it, but you wouldn't need to physically get them all out, just
It's
for future reference.
Aquas. So Aquas or not so re. Oh. Interesting. No. Oh, he is in range of Third Sister, is he? Cool. Okay. Um. Hmm. I am going to go with Nossery. I'm going to use Scatter to allow me to full move a Magna Guard. It's technically it's a repo a Magna Guard, and get this point back. Is that right?
Yes, it is
Yeah.
currently tied. Moff Gideon is taking it because he's a tiebreaker. If you break the tie other way, Moff Gideon would yield it again.
And then Nosser is going to shoot third sister and see where that leaves him, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. You are within 5 of a... Does it have to be a non-wounded? Nope. So I get an extra dice. So 7 dice. What is 3?
I have 1 expertise, which turns into 2 blocks.
Right. I have 4 hits and a crit, so I get to go 3 down my tree. That's very interesting. Don't know if I've got the ability to do anything useful with this. But
Yeah, you need a shove and a repo, and you can only, I think, get a shove or a repo.
no, I've got my move action after this because I haven't done a second action. So I'm going to go for the disarm, shove, heal 3 damage.
Right.
Which lets me heal my pin.
3 damage and disarmed.
And a shove.
Not hard to get me off.
Why is it going down there? There we go. I'm going to follow up on the shove. Come on. Stop being this way.
Oh, I see your problem.
I want to shove in the direction of that ladder. But the tool keeps pissing about. If I hold my mouse... yeah. What is your...
Right, you want to be there but 1 level down, right?
Yeah.
Right. Why not place yourself there, and then we'll move you down a level at the end.
Well, now the place 1 function isn't working. Hang on. Go on, done. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Good. Now I'm going to do a move action. And easily make the ingress point.
Yeah, you're grand. Nice stuff.
Cool. Good work, Nossery. I scored the board.
Do.
1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 for mission critical. Over to you, sir.
I have the choice of Grand Inquisitor or Callus.
Do you want to roll?
Yeah, roll priority, Ben. It is the center.
Ah, held by a 1 wound Nossery, who's exposed.
Yes. Right, so let's... I can measure before I decide if I want to activate.
You certainly can.
Okay. Yep. Yep, I think that is what I have to do. Callus starts out by being on the trail.
Yeah.
He is then going to take an advance here.
Very nice.
He continues to be out of range of Magna Guards.
Yeah.
He is in range of Nosseri.
Yeah.
He knows he must be. Oh, sorry. He removes all his damage and trades his wounded token for an injured token. He cannot be prepared for any encounter. He doesn't have the force for it. So he is going to have to make a 6 dice attack at Nosseri. And that's just the way it is.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I should roll some defense cubes. I spaced out then. Your shooting attack, 4 dice. That
You're
is
exposed.
gonna be 2 blocks and a crit to a miss. No, sorry,
Are
I'm
you
reading the
not
wrong thing.
exposed?
It's just 2 blocks.
You're exposed.
Oh, I am 1 block then.
Sorry, I kept saying, are you not exposed? Okay, this is shooting, so I get my expertise turns into a crit and a damage, so I'm going 4 down plus a damage. Right. Okay. I'm going to do you 3 damage, 2 pushes, and a pin, and I'm going to have 2 heals.
Okay, this wounds the Nosseri.
Heals can go on to Fifth Brother.
Yeah.
Okay. And now I need to try and be very, very clever with my pushes.
Okay.
So I push you 1.
Yeah.
No, that cannot have been legal. I'm going to have to pop you back where you were.
Oh, it's because of the
Let
little. It's because of the little foot on the This. I'm quite happy for you to just put him at the base of the thing. Because he went off it and then he hit this thing on the way down. I'm pretty sure, anyway.
that is away from Callus.
Yeah,
No,
but
that overlap.
I can't
That
overlap
is
it.
that away from Callus. I don't think it is away from Callus. Right. I think. Okay. Now I think what happens is I push you back. You stop right at the edge here,
Yeah,
and then I follow up,
yeah,
and I'm following up. I must be towards you, but I can be towards you at kind of an angle.
yeah,
I think this would be towards, and then I stop from that,
yeah,
uh, and then I push you away from me again,
yeah,
down, needs to be there, down, and then I could follow up towards you, but there's no direction that is towards you, not backstopped, and doesn't bring me further from this objective, so I
yeah.
decline to follow that up.
So I get my
And then
revenge? Or do you have things?
I was just checking if I had gotten myself within 2 of this objective. Um I have wounded you, so yes, I have things. You're not a forced user.
No.
Callus' Galactic Empire. I regain a force, and an Inquisitor heals 1 fifth brother is again going to deal a damage, and your revenge now.
I get 2 force. I get to do a 5 dice or a dash with a support. Can I? Yeah. That's why that Magna was there. He's going to go up here now.
You have won.
Yeah, I have to confess, Ben, I wasn't quite sure what your complicated plan with Agent Callus was.
If I had got 1 further down my tree, he had a reposition.
Ah. All you
And then
needed
I was like,
all you
and
needed
then I
to
was
do
trying.
was surely decline to push Nosser. I could have dashed my Magna to the base and it would have been a tie with Third Sister. Yeah.
And you'd have kept it, yeah. The revenge I didn't see.
Ah.
The revenge I did not see, but yeah, that was all of the logic of the Agent Callus. Your game, very well played.
Yeah.
Technically, you have a turn if you would like to resolve it, but I think resolve it to see if you get an additional wound or
For
something.
the benefit of the fact that you made me log everything with all the wounds, I might. Yeah, sure. So you score nothing. I flip over my final card, which is the Aquadroids. The Aquadroids are gonna wake up. What am I gonna go for? I'm gonna go for Fourth Sister. Yeah, the Aquadroids are gonna wake up. Sure. They're gonna elect to clear their pin. They are going to spend 2 force to dash and focus. That's going to be just to the edge of that, isn't it? Well, he's going to go to the edge of there. I'm then going to move action him down to here. I can't be asked. It's the last turn of the game.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going to... Come on. Play ball. This one's going to move action. And then they're both going to smack. Oh, yeah, we're going to perform an attack action. This Aquadroid here, the one nearest my side of the table, is going to punch Third Sister. 6, 7 for focus, 8 for impact, 9 for being near Nossery.
Three blocks.
Cool. So I have 2 hits and 3 expertise. 3 expertise is a crit and hit, so just 1 crit, so just 2 damage.
Cool. I've taken 6. I have 9.
And then we repeat the process.
Four blocks this time.
That's just 2 crits going through. Yeah, 3 damage, which kills you.
It does indeed.
And a shot.
Another wound for you.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tolerating me playing that out for the wound, Ben. That was very sporting of you.
That's absolutely fine. I believe you have scored a total of 5 wounds, and I've scored 5 wounds. Is that right?
I am showing. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've certainly done 5 wounds to me.
Yep, and you wounded Callus once, Ground Inquisitor once, Reaver once,
Yeah.
and of course the ill-fated ESTs twice. So that's 5 wounds apiece.
Okay. Right. do we have any on-the-record analysis to do? First thing I would say is if we were playing in a tournament, we would have been diced down 23 minutes ago. I don't know how much of that you want to chalk up to TTS being slower and a bit more annoying, but
I'm not sure that was really the reason. I think we got caught, as sometimes you do in Sabotage Showdown, in an extremely long struggle one.
it was.
We were dead for a long time in struggle one. It was close. We kept taking points back from each other. We both struggled to gain the upper hand.
Yeah.
Um,
I had one major misplay. I had that one Asajj turn where I tried to do something that had a very minimal chance of working and spent 6. And I decided to do it because I could see, as I did do, like, even if this fails, I can then just don't do this and take a point. But I did basically spend 6 force for no reason.
yeah,
Which
I think that
felt.
was your biggest misplay. I think my biggest misplay, I think, was I think it's the Moff Gideon thing, which gave me a turn of only scoring 1 in struggle 1. I don't think that contributed to me losing the game, but I think that was my biggest misplay. I don't think it was a mistake to activate Callus in my last turn.
Yeah.
Maybe it was though. Maybe not seeing the revenge was my biggest misplay. I think actually I am going to change that and say that my biggest misplay was not seeing the possibility of the revenge Magna Guard.
Yeah.
Because that did lose me the game.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And if I'd done something else, which I've not worked out what it was, but if I saw that went right, kill Mosseri and that Act Guard's taking the center, I could have done something else, and that could maybe have turned the game round.
He was in a precarious position because he only because I kind of thought he's up there, he's on 1 health, so there's no way you're shoving him off without wounding him at that point.
Yep.
Because I don't think you have any characters that just have a plain shove on 1.
If Callus had been in melee, which obviously was impossible to get there,
Yeah.
Callus has a shove on his expertise, so
Yeah.
you can with Callus go. I decline to go any spaces down my tree. I'm just going to resolve the shove
Yeah.
from my expertise.
I will also shout out this table is terrible for Sabotage Showdown. Having 2 points on the narrow little place where not only am I going to do the separatist whine of saying my aquadroids can't go up there, but also it's the fact that if you get one guy up there, he can't be meleeed.
Yep.
And that was a bit like one up on a thing like that is okay, and it skews the game a little. But having 2 of them on there, I felt skewed the game quite a lot.
What do you think was your best play?
I have a candidate for your best play. I don't know if I have a candidate for my best play. I think your best play was that Reaver activation where you flip 2 points.
I also think that was my best play.
Reaver really impresses me.
Did you said that's why the Magna Droid is there? Did you deliberately put him there, knowing one day you might want to revenge dash him onto the top points?
Yes.
Because if so, that should be your best play. Then that was your best play.
Yes. I very deliberately put him there thinking now he is a dash away from the ladder, so now I can either move him with a revenge or if needs be I can move him with Nosseri's thing. Yes.
Yeah, okay. No, that was your best play.
Oh, cool.
It was you laid a landmine that I did not spot, and then I walked on it and it won you the game.
Well, fair. I was kind of biting my tongue because part of me was like, you should tell Ben that you have revenge. And then I'm like, I've done that trigger about 9 times in this game.
Yeah, I don't think. I think that was completely fair play. I think I would have felt bad if you told me and then I'd won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm happy with that for the on-camera analysis.
Yeah. All right.
You want to wrap this up?
Yeah, I want to say thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. If we massively screwed everything up, please let us know in the comments. I'm pretty impressed with this list. I've taken it for 2 outings and I've squeezed out 2 wins. I'm going to play again tomorrow against my lovely wife with the same list and see how I go. I will let you know in the Discord. Have a really nice night. Do you have any final words, Oro?
Yes, an inarticulate shriek of rage as I flip the table.
Wow. Yeah. Bye, table. All right. Thanks, guys. Cheerio. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.